The main story, of course, is President Trump delivering on his threat to hit China, Canada, and Mexico with sweeping tariffs, import levies, imposing one of the largest increases in U.S. tariffs since the 1930s. Let's get the details with Bloomberg Tariffs trade czar Brendan Murray. He's standing by in London. So, Brendan, I guess round it all up for us. What have we got?
Yeah, so for the past several weeks, we've been hearing people in the markets and economists and other observers talk about this cloud of uncertainty that tariffs have created. Well, we got certainty now, and now what we have is a cloud of economic uncertainty, not just uncertainty about U.S. trade policy. We heard the Target CEO say earlier today that these are going to hit consumers. They're going to hit things like strawberries and other sort of everyday grocery items. So there's a real sense and a lot of unknowns about how these tariffs are going to play out. Now, of course, the administration will say these will be offset by the countries who we're targeting. The exporter in China will ultimately pay for this tariff. But there's another side of that argument that importers, U.S. American companies, will have to pay that and pass it on to consumers. So we're doing a lot of reporting today around what is exactly the impact on the ground. And so far, what we're hearing is there's a lot of disruption and a lot of extra costs.
Yeah, and of course, we know that Canada has announced their own countermeasures. We've heard a response from China, and just in the last couple of minutes, Mexico's Sheinbaum saying that she will announce countermeasures on Sunday. Let's talk a little bit more about the on-the-ground impact, though, Brendan, because President Trump, he posted on Truth Social to the great farmers of the United States, get ready to start making a lot of agricultural products to be sold inside the United States. Tariffs will go on external product on April 2nd. Have fun. Talk to us about the impact here, specifically on the farmers, on the agricultural community that he seems to be speaking to in this post.
Yeah, I can tell you what farmers don't find fun is when you take one of their biggest customers away from them in China. So there's some interesting reporting out of the Midwest this morning about how in farm states there's a pushback to this approach that farmers ultimately rely on overseas markets to sell much of their products, and this will not be appreciated. Soybean prices are down today because of the hit to demand that these tariffs are going to create. China, part of China's retaliation was on American soybeans, putting a 10% tariff on them. So we'll have to see how President Trump responds to the pain that this might create in key constituencies of his, like the Midwest and farm states. But you have to imagine that it can't last for months and months without some blowback.